Hey guys, it's Davey here, and it's currently day 94. Hopefully, you guys had a wonderful day and are doing better than yesterday. Now, what I want to talk about in this video is be careful before you guys go on a cut, right? Be careful before you start losing or plan to lose that weight, right? Because certainly I wasn't prepared for my cut this time, right? My first cut, just so you guys know, was relatively easy for me, right? It was easy, and I managed to stick through it and actually lose the weight to my desired outcome. However, I did went too far because I wanted to lose more weight. But because I was inexperienced back then, I actually lost all my muscle mass due to that, and I put myself in a very, very bad health position, right? I am talking about eating about 1,500 calories a day for up to 2 months without any breaks for my whole cut. That was detrimental. Now, the reason being I said my first cut was much easier than my current second cut is because I was high every day, right? I was high every day back then. So I didn't really experience that side effect from being on a cut. I didn't experience that muscle fatigue. I didn't experience being tired because I simply would just pump my body with stimulants or downers to kind of recover, right? Or forget about things. Now, obviously, I do not recommend doing that. It put me in a very bad mental position for sure by abusing myself with a lot of narcotics, right? That wasn't ideal for me. So, the reason why my second cut is so much worse, both mentally and physically, is because I tried to use my experience from my first cut, and I thought to myself, my second cut will be the same, will feel the same. Well, simply that wasn't going to be the truth because obviously I am sober now, right? So I experienced my tiredness, my fatigue, my demotivation. Everything just hit me like a goddamn truck, guys. And because of that reason, it did impact me mentally pretty deeply. It also did impact me physically pretty deeply too. Because obviously, without the stimulants, even though my diet is on point, right, I'm still deflated. I'm still not getting that pump in the gym, right? And when you start losing size, although you do look good being ripped, but you lose that buffness, that bulkiness, right? And of course, if you guys, majority of guys like to look big, right? When you start losing that boldness in the mirror, not only do you feel like an absolutely skinny dude, but you also perform much worse in the gym. Now, obviously, you're not gonna start losing a lot of muscle in the beginning of the cut. You're not gonna start losing how much you can weight, the strength in the beginning of the cut. But as time goes on, that's going to start dropping. And a lot of people aren't prepared for the fact that you are going to lose a lot of muscle, you are going to lose a lot of strength, and you are going to look skinny to some people and to yourself, most likely, right? You are going to build this body dysmorphia if you allow your ego to gain the weight, right? This is all going to happen on top of being tired, fatigue, lack of motivation, just absolutely feeling like you're running on 30 FPS, right? It's just not the ideal position to put yourself in because you're simply starving yourself at the end of the day, right? The bottom line is you are starving yourself to lose that weight. Now, obviously, there are benefits in the cut. However, the benefits don't come later on the cut, right? So you're going to experience all these side effects before anything positive does come in. So this is why a lot of people can't stick with the cut in the first place. But when people do begin in the cut, they think all rainbow and roses, right? They think they're going to lose the weight. They think everything's going to be a-okay. Now, this cannot be much further than the truth, right? You are going to look and feel like absolute shit. You're going to accept that both mentally and physically, or otherwise, you are going to feel more bad about yourself psychologically because you weren't prepared for yourself. You didn't prepare for this to happen, right? Nor did you expect this to happen. And to go in a cut, to lose weight, not knowing exactly what's going to happen, is going to put you in a very unpleasant place for your mindset, right? It's gonna stop you from doing work. It's gonna stop you from loving yourself. It's gonna stop you from actually being ambitious in life because you are going to wonder what the heck is absolutely happening to me, right? It's gonna feel like everything starts to fall down. Your world start crashing down. It's like all the effort you put into the gym and everything else around you all just stopped working, right? You hit a plateau and now you're going backwards. And to not know what's happening in your life, in the gym, whatever, is a very dark place to be in, right? I was in that place where I first hit my plateau, I first overtrained, and I was keep pushing myself to the limit because I didn't want myself to lose that muscle. I didn't want myself to become weaker. And by doing that, and obviously due to being inexperienced, I hurt myself in the long run, right? So instead of working hard to build muscle, I worked hard to lose muscle. Because when you're overtrained, you're obviously created too much damage for your body to recover, right? And if you don't take a deload week to recover from that damage, you're going to damage yourself more. So instead of recovering from the damage I'd done, I thought it'd be a better idea to just train harder than ever, right? Because quite honestly, guys, I was getting frustrated in the gym by feeling fatigued, by feeling tired, and started to see my weight start dropping down. I was like, how am I losing strength if I'm eating correctly, if I'm doing this and that, and I'm training harder than ever? Now, I didn't know anything about a deload back then, and I actually thought resting for a week is full of shit, right? So I didn't trust it. I didn't trust it. And what ended up happening is I lost all my progress. I lost all my muscle mass. And I'm being serious, right? I overtrained that much that I legit lost all my muscle. And I just had all this fat around me because I was in this calorie surplus. So I was pretty much having a bad body decomposition, right? I was losing muscle and building a lot of fat. Now, what this did to me is actually put me in deep depression. I was actually sad. I actually cried. Like I broke down in front of my family because I didn't understand what's happening to me, right? Now, the reason I'm giving you guys this example is because this could be applied to a cut too, right? You can be lifting weights, you can be doing all the right thing in a cut, but when that side effect hits you and you have no idea why, what is happening to you, you have no idea why you can't wake up in the morning like usual, you wonder why you can't put yourself out of the bed, you wonder why you feel demotivated to go to the gym and do other things in life, when you wonder why these things are happening to you, but you have no idea why it's happening to you because you wasn't prepared for the cut, then you're going to put yourself in a very dark place mentally, and you might as well just break down. You might as well just put yourself in that dark place, like for say depression, and you're going to start doing dumb things. You're going to start tweaking things when, in hindsight, you were just not knowledge enough, not experienced enough to know exactly what you got yourself into and how to overcome the rabbit hole you dug yourself into, right? A lot of the times, it's just really simple. It's just to be prepared of what you're getting yourself into. A cut, a bulk, a deload week, a recovery week, whatever. It's just knowing to be experienced, to have this knowledge before you start anything, right? Now, obviously, experience comes with doing things, but there will be no experience if you have no knowledge behind what you're doing, right? So always prepare yourself for life, for the gym, for anything, right? Be prepared and be exactly know what to expect from the things you're about to do, the journey you're about to start, the business you're about to create. Always be prepared and have that peace of mind, right? That certainty of where exactly this may go right or may go wrong. If you have the peace of mind when failure does come or when success does come, you will at least have that idea or knowledge to know what to do in this situation, right? First thing you can do is when failure or success knocks on your door and you just have no idea what to do about it, right? You start doing random things, you start going with the flow, and at the end of the day, you're gonna realize that it is probably not wise doing that. You're gonna be confused of why you are here in the first place. You're gonna be confused of where you put yourself at the end. But this is all I gotta say for today, guys. Hopefully, you guys learned something from this. But if not, that is totally fine. Because like always, guys, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow with something bit different. So see you guys then. Bye bye.